Good morning, students. This lesson is for class 3 for the subject of mathematics, topic division, which is covered in chapter 5, division of your textbook titled Essential Mathematics, Srijan Publications, and is being submitted to you on 2nd of August 2021. Dear students, I hope through the previous two lessons, you must have understood how to do the division questions with and without remainder. So, continuing with the topic, let us now learn how to solve the division stories with the help of given few examples. So, moving on to example number 1. A jar had 68 biscuits. They were packed into packets of 2 each. How many packets can be made? So, students, the first thing is to understand the question, the statement. How many biscuits we are having in the jar? The total number of biscuits in the jar are 68, and in each packet, the number of biscuits are 2. So, how many packets can be made? We can take it out by 68 divided by 2. So when 68 is divided by 2, the answer comes out to be 34. So here the 34 packets is the answer. Moving on to example number 2. A group has 114 men. They were divided into 3 equal teams. How many men will each team have? So students, the total number of men are 114 and they are to be divided into the teams 3. So what we need to do? We need to get how many men are there in each team. So it would be 114 divided by 3. So when 114 is divided by 3, we can do the division sum properly as we are doing the normal division. So it is 3 3s are 9. 11 minus 9 is 2. Putting 4 down. Now 24 is the number. And then in the table of 3, we will look for 24. 3 8s are 24. So each team will have 38 men. So dear students, while doing word problems, understand the statement properly. See what information is provided to you and what you need to take out, and then solve with the general division method. Now moving on to one more problem in which we'll be getting remainder also. So let us check out example number 3. There are 2,300, 500, 2,358 flowers. They have to be made into bunches of 4 flowers each. So, how many bunches can be made? And how many flowers will be left behind? We need to solve here 2 parts. So, first of all, solving the first part in which we need to calculate how many bunches can be made of 2,358 flowers, and in each bunch we'll be having 4 flowers. So the number of flowers are 2,358 and number of flowers in each bunch are 4. So how many bunches can be made? We are getting it by dividing 2,358 by 4. So solving it with the long division method, 2,358 divided by 4. First of all, combining the digit at the thousands and hundreds place. 4 5s are 20. 3 minus 0 is 3. Putting 5 down. 4 8s are 32. 5 minus 2 is 3. Putting 8 down. 4 9s are is 36. So here we have got the remainder also, that is 8 minus 6 is 2. So students, here 589 bunches will be made using 4 flowers, and then 2 flowers will be left behind which are not the part of the bunch. For one more example of this type, which is example number 4. 635 paintbrushes are to be equally packed in 6 pouches. How many paintbrushes were packed in each pouch? And how many paintbrushes were left behind? The same type of solution we'll be getting here. Number of paintbrushes are 635 and number of pouches are 6. And we need to calculate how many paintbrushes are there in each pouch. So 635 is to be divided by 6, and on doing the long division method, we have got the answer as 105. That is 105 brushes will be there in each pouch, and then we are left with the remainder, that is 5, which is the number of paintbrushes which are left behind. So leftover thing is the remainder of the division sum. Before continuing our topic, let me first check your understanding of the division problems. Please solve the division questions in the break time of 3 minutes. You may pause the lesson here for 3 minutes. Question number 1. 6 eggs can be packed in a tray. How many trays are needed to pack 786 eggs? And question number 2. 450 toffees are to be packed in 4 jars equally. How many toffees will be there in each jar and how many toffees will be left behind? So my dear students, the break time is over. I hope you must have done these questions correctly. So let us first check our answers. The first answer can be done by dividing 786 by 6. So while doing the division sum, we have got the answer as 131 trays are needed to pack 786 eggs. And for answer number 2, we have got 112 toffees will be there in each jar and 2 toffees will be left behind. Let us now proceed to the next subtopic and learn the interesting way of dividing the numbers with 10, 100 and 1000. Let us first check out dividing any number by 10. Students, when any number, whether it is a 2-digit number or a 3-digit number, divided by 10, always the remainder is the number at the ones place. As it is clearly visible from the given examples that when we divide any number by 10, the digit at the ones place is the remainder and all the other digits make up the quotient. Let us solve one of the above examples with long division method and check the answer. For example, 7532 is to be divided by 10. So when it is divided by 10, 10 sevens are 70, 5 minus 0 is 5, putting 3 down, 10 fives are 50, 3 minus 0 is 3, putting 2 down, 10 threes are 30 and the remainder is 2. Now you can see that 753 is the quotient and 2 is the remainder. So this is here when any number, whether it is 2-digit, 3-digit or 4-digit, is to be divided by 10, the remainder is always the number at the ones place and rest of the digits make up the quotient. When any number is divided by 100, for example, here 400 is divided by 100, the quotient is 4 and the remainder is 0. 356 is divided by 100, the remainder is 56 and the quotient is 3. In 4125, we have got the remainder as 25 and the quotient is 41. So, you must have understood that in dividing a number by 100, the remainder is the number formed by the last 2 digits, that is the ones and the tens place, and the remaining digits are the part of the quotient. So, we can check one part by the long division method. Here, I have done here 356 divided by 100. 100 threes are 300. So, 56 is the remainder and 3 is the quotient. Similarly, we can check out for the 4-digit number here. 4125 is to be divided by 100. So, here we have got 41 as the quotient and the remainder is 25. 5. So for such division questions, we can write answer even without using the long division method. Now let's check out how to divide any number by 1000. Now students, any number when divided by 1000, as we can see here, 1245 divided by 1000, the remainder is the last three digits, that is ones, tens and hundreds place. 245 is the remainder and 1 is the quotient. Similarly, 6250 when divided by 1000, the remainder is 250, that is 250 and the quotient is 6. So let us check one part by the long division method. 6250 divided by 1000. When divided by 1000, here we have got 250 as the remainder and 6 is the quotient. So this was regarding the division by 10, 100 and 1000. Now the properties of division. The first property of division says if a number is divided by itself, the answer is always 1. That is, when we are dividing the two same numbers, the answer of the division comes out to be 1. And the second property says, if a number is divided by 1, the answer is the number itself. Any number, when it is divided by 1, the answer is the same number. That is, the dividend is the answer. So here, we have completed our chapter of division. Now, the home assignment for this week is from exercise 5.8. Do the parts A, C, H and J. And from exercise 5.9, question number 1, the parts B, E and I. And question number 2, the parts A, C and E. And from 5.1, part A to F, which is to be done only in the book. Thank you, students.